Okay, I want to talk about this. This is not from any of my videos. This is from a video I was watching about ADHD hyperfixations and someone confused on how isn't King Kong technically the longest running film franchise because he's older than Godzilla? You would be correct if Godzilla didn't continuously have more movies. Kong only has around 15 to 13 movies. It depends. But the thing is, all those movies were not made under the same studio. The first two, King Kong and Son of Kong, released in 1933, both of them, yes, same year, were released under RKO Productions. And then we got the Toho movies, King Kong vs. Godzilla and King Kong Escapes, which gave us the character of Mechani Kong, which Toho owns. Yes, Toho owns a King Kong character. I know, funny, huh? But they lost the license afterwards, and we would later get the 70s and 80s King Kong movies. He's King Kong from 1979 and King Kong Escapes from 1989. No, 1976 and 1986. My apologies, I got the years wrong. So yeah, that's a decade apart, by the way. Those movies were released a decade apart, and those were owned by Paramount. Then there's a huge gap without films. We got the Mighty Kong animated movie, which was a completely independent film. Then the King Kong animated series, which had 2 films. And then we got the 2005 Peter Jackson movie, which is owned by Universal, which King Kong permanently resides at Universal. Probably wondering, but doesn't Warner Brothers own it? No, they're actually licensing Kong from Universal. The same thing how Legendary has the license to use Godzilla from Toho. Godzilla has been under Toho since 1954, with only licensing deals for America to use the character. That's why we got the 1998 Roland Emmerich movie, and now the Monsterverse. Godzilla has been running non-stop since 1954, while Kong has had periods where he hasn't had a movie, and it's all under different studios. 13 films compared to over 40 with this guy. Godzilla has been running much longer, with only 2 decade gaps in between. The original one, from the end of Terror of Mechagodzilla to Godzilla 85, and then after Godzilla Final Wars, there's 2 Godzilla 2014. Godzilla has been running basically non-stop ever since. After Godzilla 2014 did well, we got Shin Godzilla, the Godzilla anime trilogy, E-1, Singular Point. We've gotten more Godzilla stuff ever since. While Kong has been relegated to as a side character or a main character in multiple films. So, no, King Kong is not the longest running film franchise. Godzilla is. Now, the longest running TV franchise is Doctor Who. And that is a story for another day.